What's better than aliens? Was surely the question being asked at Microprose back in 1995. Their answer? Well, underwater aliens. Yeah, we dive into the iconic strategy of XCOM, Terror from the Deep, in our retro review. The year is 2040 and the first alien war has been won. After the events of the first game, UFO Enemy Unknown, humanity has been living in peace, unaware of the new threat lying in the darkness on the ocean floor. But now the Earth is once more under threat from a mysterious alien presence. The Extraterrestrial Combat Unit, or, XCOM, must rise again to take on this shadowy enemy, and you will be the one to lead them, whether to defeat or victory. Terror from the Deep is a classic turn-based strategy, a game that at its time was held up as one of the best ever made. But does that title still apply? Or has its turn-based strategy aged even worse than its Cold War-era alien invasion? Let's find out. When it comes to Terror of the Deep, the first thing you can forget are tutorials. This game is a relic of an age where the game's manual was its sacred text, and your only guide to its ornate world. After choosing when to place your base, the world of XCOM is open to you. Split between the real-time progression of the geoscape, the management of your facilities, and the dread of its turn-based battles, the game has a pace all of its own. It may take a while to become accustomed to, but before long you'll be balancing alien research, recruitment, manufacturing, and even placing of new bases. And then, of course, there's combat as well. The meat of Terror from the Deep, the combat is a tactical masterclass, with movement and action dictated by time units. There's a careful pace to battles that punishes you severely for overstepping your range. There may be a little too much number crunching for most modern gamers, but once you're in the right mindset, Terror of the Deep provides tense, thrills, and satisfying tactics unlike almost anything else, even today. Strategically, the game's destructible scenery and varied weapons mean that whatever's happening, there's always a backbone of cold, hard tactical decisions to be made. But it's the sense of dread evoked by its darkness-shrouded maps, hypnotic soundtrack, and hidden alien movement that goes way beyond its simple visuals and B-movie stylings, turning each battle into a deadly game of hide-and-seek. This is compounded by the game's permadeath, meaning any soldier lost on the battlefield is gone forever. This sense of mystery and fear extends to all parts of Terror of the Deep, and it's this that makes defending the Earth such a compulsive gaming experience. The knowledge that UFOs are moving silently across the geoscope outside of the range of your scanners, and the fact that in the later stages of the game a catastrophic base attack is more than likely, means you're always drawn into what's going on. The detailed scientific research and development you can engage in is equally compelling, with the grisly alien autopsies being a high point, oddly. Touching down at the site of an alien attack and uncovering the extent of their destruction, or finding your way into a crashed UFO, are unforgettable experiences that few games can compete with. The final element of Terror of the Deep is its procedural campaign, individually generated for each player, throwing up all kinds of unique experiences, whether it's finding an abandoned cruise ship with a kitchen full of lobstermen, or dragging a rookie through a torturous mission to be its sole survivor. Each becomes part of your own XCOM narrative. Outright failures and the death of experienced team members colour each campaign with sacrifice and loss, while surprising victories and turning enemy weapons against their masters offer fragments of hope. The fact that each of these is unique to your personal campaign only makes them that much more significant. XCOM is one of gaming's great series. It may not look like much, but its intense atmosphere, tactical depth, and procedural narrative make it still one of the most distinctive strategy games of all time. And with its claustrophobic underwater settings and subtle improvements to the formula, we'd say that XCOM Terror of the Deep is the best of the classic XCOM titles. Now that is high praise indeed.